What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 8 of the 9's, episode number 8, counted number 8, coming to you live from Watts Creative Studios in Lynchburg, Virginia. Shout out to my man Woody Watts for making it happen in the booth. Man, episode number 8, I'm going to entitle this Living with the Monks. Living with the Monks. Now, I need y'all to stay with me on this. Now, summertime, and I usually during the summer take some time out to read several different books and, always trying to resource myself and better myself as a man, as a person, as an individual. I guess all that's the same thing. But, I always try to resource myself and try to read something. And so I read this book recently called Living with the Monks. And the author's name is Jesse Itzler. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's Itzler. I'm going to encourage you to go out and get this book, but listen to me first before you go out and get it. So I'll share with you a little bit about it. But Jesse is the guy who once owned marquee jets. Again, you could have private flights and all that. And so that was eventually bought out by Warren Buffett and his company. And so Jesse is a man that has a lot of money. He's also married to the lady who's the founder of Spanx. Come on, ladies. Give me a hallelujah for the Spanx. All right. And so, so Jesse and his wife, and, he has 4 kids. And reading a little bit about his background, he has run ultra marathons, like 100-mile runs and things like this. This guy only eats fruit every day up until noon. He only eats fruit. For 20 plus years, he's only eaten fruit every day up until noon. And it's a pretty interesting concept, something I may try in the near future, but it's an interesting concept. I'll tell you about that sometime later. And so he writes this book called Living with the Monks, and he spends 15 days at a monastery. 15 days with monks. And so these monks are located in the monastery is located in upstate New York. And so he spends 15 days and he takes you on this journey with him. And now, let me tell you this. There is some language in the book. I'm pausing right there. There is some language in the book. And as you read this, and some of you know me out there, you know who I am, you know what I do, and some of you can say, man, how can you read a book with the language in it? How can you read that with the language in it? But let me help you to understand. I am 46 years old, and I've done a lot of things in my life, and I've been around a lot of people. And I've learned over the years how to eat the meat and throw away the bone. Come on, somebody. I'm pausing right there for somebody to say amen. I've learned how to eat the meat and throw away the bone. What are you saying, PJ? I have learned how to take what I need to get out of it and leave the other stuff, where it is. Okay. And so I am not a person that is easily offended. I need you to stay with me on that. And a lot of us would be better off if we were not easily offended. If our response to everything was not, then we would be a whole lot better. And so learn how to eat the meat and throw away the bone. And so I am getting to something here, and I'm telling you this because in the end of the book, Jesse, again, he takes you through this 15-day experience. It's a very hilarious book. He gives details about what happened while his days with the monks. And then at the end of the book, he talks about his lessons learned. And so let me just warn you, this is going to be a 2-part podcast because I want to give you 2 of the things that stood out to me. And so the first thing he said that he learned is, number 1, it's not just a hose. That's HOSE. Stay with me. It's not just a hose. I need you to walk with me and understand what I'm saying, and I'm trying to convey what he said in the book. See, while he was in the monastery, he learned about order and consistently doing things you may not want to do. That's one of the biggest things, his biggest takeaway, consistently doing things that you may not want to do. He talked about how he had to do dishes and scrub the floor, and it's like on a daily basis, these things had to be done. And so there's something about consistently doing things you may not want to do. And so Jesse tells the story that when he goes home after his stay in the monastery, he's there at home like the next day. He's outside playing with his son, and he has a water hose, and he's spraying his son, and they're having fun with the water hose. And then his wife calls them in, hey, food is ready. So, they go in. He just lays the hose down on the ground, and they go in to eat. And so this is what happened. Jesse, he said, I couldn't eat. I had to get up from the table. I had to go back outside, and I had to roll up the hose and put it back in its place. He says, I was sitting there and this thing was really bothering me because I've been in this place, this monastery, where I've learned order and that everything has its place. And said, man, I had to get back up and go back outside and roll up the hose and put it on its hanger next to the wall. And he said, it's not just a hose. See, that had me thinking. In life, we leave things undone because we simply don't want to do them. I'm guilty. I've been guilty. In life, we leave things undone because we simply don't want to do them. Listen, everything has an order. There's order in our lives. And some things we don't do just because we just don't want to do them at the time. And so we'll walk through the house and, come on, somebody, talk to me. We'll walk through the house. Somebody, as you listen to this right now, there are shoes and socks laying in the middle of the floor. There are dishes left undone. There are jobs that we have walked away from. There's relationships that we've given up on just because we don't want to continue in them, even though it's hard and we don't want to continue. We just walk away. Hey, come on, weight loss. There's some of us that keep saying, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to lose this weight. And there's things that we leave undone simply because we don't want to do them. Listen, this is what I found out. If we do things consistently, even things that we don't want to do, we will find out that our lives are a lot better off because we have order. We need to learn how to consistently do things that we don't want to do. No, I don't want to work out because it hurts. No, I don't want to get up out of the bed early because it's early. No, I don't want to wash the dishes. But in order for our life to have some order, then we need to consistently do the things that we don't want to do. I pray that this today would encourage you to not let that enemy in your head talk you out of doing the things that need to be done. In the words of Larry the Cable Guy, get her done. That's it for the 9's, man. Y'all have a great day, man. Tell somebody that we're on the air. Look us up. We're on iTunes. We're on Google Play Music. Man, we're excited to be here. Tell somebody about the 9's. We love you guys.